Welcome back, everybody. This is episode 3 of the AL East only fantasy baseball series. I'm Hunter from Hunter Boutan Baseball, and let's take a look at how the team did this past week. Here are all the transactions I did this week. Will Warren I picked up on April 7th for his start, and I picked up Joe Boyle for his start on April 9th. Giancarlo Stanton I ended up picking up because he'd been doing well and George Springer got injured, so I needed another outfielder. I picked up Ranger Suarez. Someone released him to free agency, so I wanted to take advantage of that, and he is now on the team. And then Adley Rutschman also got hurt, so I moved him to an IL spot, and I moved Edwin Uceta off the IL and dropped him for Cade Povic's start because I didn't really think anybody would be interested in picking up Edwin Uceta. If he comes back and gets a spot as the closer for Tampa Bay, I might consider picking him back up. But we have a good rotation of pitchers right now going, especially with the addition of Ranger Suarez. So starting on Monday, Caminero led the offense with 5 points, 14 points in total, and Ryan Helsley had a save, although he gave up a run, so 4 points there. Tuesday, Gunnar Henderson had 7 points to lead the offense. Cam Schlittler made a start. He got 11 points. And Ryan Helsley got another save, so another 9 points. Wednesday, we had quite a few negatives in here, so we only ended up getting 5 points on the offense. Pitching, we had a really big day. Dylan Cease had 13 points. Sonny Gray had his best start of the season with 18 points. Kyle Bradish had 11 points. This was the game I picked up Joe Boyle. He ended up giving negative 3 points, so not really a great pickup. And Will Warren had 7 points. So we had literally every starting pitcher in the AL East. So it was kind of cool. Got all 5 starters. It ended up working out. 46 points, a lot of points for one day for our pitching. So that was really good. Thursday, not a lot of action in the AL East on Thursday. Had 1 point each from Stanton and Ben Rice. And then Ryan Weathers I picked up for his start. He went 8 innings, only gave up 1 earned run. He did get the loss, but the Yankees lost 1-0, and he still got 20 points. So a really good start for him, really good pickup. Friday, Gunnar Henderson with another big game. The offense in total, 30 points. I had Ben Rice on the bench. I need to stop doing this. So 30 points total from the offense, and then Shane Baz had a start. Didn't have a great start, 0 points total. Nothing doing on the pitching side. Saturday, another decent outing from the offense, 20 points, and then Ranger Suarez, who I picked up after someone released him because he had 2 not so great starts to start the season, -2 and -2. I wasn't really expecting that to continue. He had a really good season last year. So I immediately picked him up. I probably won't let him go unless he really starts to struggle. But now we have Ranger Suarez and Sonny Gray for our 2 Red Sox starters that I'll probably hold on to long term. He got us 21 points. Helsley with 1 point, nothing much there. On Sunday, 27 points from the offense. Pete Alonso finally had a good game. 2 really big games from the pitching. Not that we needed it, but I picked up Cade Povic for his start on Sunday. This was the last roster move of the week for me. He's only rostered in 1% of leagues, but got us 20 points. And then Drew Rasmussen pitched 6 innings, only gave up 1 hit, 7 strikeouts, 26 points. And then Schlittler got another start, had 8 strikeouts across 5 innings, did give up some runs, only get 7 points, but still positive. 53 points in total there. 280 points total. Wasn't really close with our matchup. Moves us to 2-0 on the year, and if you take a look, we were leading the league in points this week. Last week was second in points, just barely, and this week, first in points. We can take a look at who led the team this week. On offense, Gunnar Henderson with 30 points, Yandy Diaz with 16 points, George Springer with 14, but again, he just headed to the IL. Right now, I didn't use one of my IL spots for him. There's a chance I might. Right now, it's filled with Jackson Holiday, who I'm waiting to come back, Trey Savage at one of the pitching spots, and then Adley Rutschman just got added. So I already have all 3 IL spots filled. Pitching got 165 total points this week. Really good stuff. Again, Joe Boyle was the only bad start we had in here, but everyone else really positive. Rasmussen with the best start of the week. Suarez, Weathers, and Povic, all with 20 plus, all were free agent pickups. So 61 points right there from our free agent pickups. Will Warren was also a free agent pickup, so that's another 7 points. If I don't make any moves in free agency, we get 100 points from our pitchers. Because I made the moves, we got an extra 65 points, which didn't really need to win the week, but it ended up resulting in us having the most points in the league. I don't think I mentioned this in the previous episode. You get 12 starts from your starting pitchers through the entire week. Right now, I'm trying to maximize that 12 I get per week, and obviously it's working with how many points they put up. That is the recap for the week. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Leave a like and subscribe for continued updates on this team throughout the season. And as always, thanks for watching.